Hi, this is Sarah from Align with Sarah. Our piece of wellness this month is growth, focusing on that, growing that, becoming inspired with some more wisdom that is already around me, already around us. And when we dial in that perspective and we dial in that intention to learn about something, our piece of wellness, it's still amazes me the things that arrive and the things that I notice. So, what I am noticing for today and earlier this week, knowing that today is coming, today is Ash Wednesday. The whole purpose of Mardi Gras, the whole purpose of Fat Tuesday is the beginning of Lent. And here we are. This is Ash Wednesday, the beginning of the Lent season. For many of those who practice faith, that falls on in line with the Christian beliefs. And um, I grew up in the Catholic faith, which was very focused on taking something away, limiting myself. And that kind of tweaks into this like will for suffering, this like pushing into this place of suffering, and based on belief systems that might really align with what you want to be practicing, what you want to be doing, what you want to be growing. This experience of that. Where I am with my faith, it feels really wonderful to shift that and to grow something, grow some wisdom into what it is that I want. What would be the point of removing a certain food item from my diet? No meat on Fridays. Or some people for Lent will give up sugar or white flour or something on the lines of um, bettering their diet. And the I guess my perspective, my focus, my growth into this is, why not flip that into this positive experience? Okay, I'm not going to eat sugar for these 40 days, or I'm not going to um, whatever, eat after 9 versus, growing my health and recognizing, I'm going to shift into eating more vegetables or eating more fruit or, focusing on the positive pieces of that. Well, what is this going to bring to me? More energy, a detox to my system. My spleen is going to be so happy to not have to deal with refined sugar or processed food or, and that thought of fasting, having a break for the body system, it does wonders. Increasing the, water intake. So my focus is, still in the tradition of changing a habit, but really trying to grow something positive. And I have a exercise goal, which I still am not sure why that keeps showing up, but I keep listening to it and keep trying to to tweak that exercise goal. And so to support that, I love little worksheets and little tools like that, little like things to check off. And I'd made a worksheet for my own tracking. So in 10-day cycles, so I have a little coloring sheet. I want to make sure that I walk a certain amount of time with my dog, or I guess I could walk without it, but he always goes with me when I go out for a walk. So my coloring sheet, it looks like a little paw print and it's got 10 flowers in it. So I'm tracking my progress over those 10 days. So I meet my goal and I color the picture and I can write, how long I walked or the date or whatever I want to, something, that I thought about during my walk. There's like little boxes to fill in. I'm going to put that on my website and share that with you. If I could just have it, I might also, if I can, I'll just put it in the description below and then maybe you can just like get the worksheet. Well, I'll see how that all comes together. So I have one that looks like a paw print that will track 10 whatever, 10 miles, 10 days, 10 minutes, whatever, um, of progress. And I made another one that is just like a box with 10 coloring areas. So there's like 10 pieces there. If you don't want the dog version of it, there's also that one. So they are for sure going to be on my website. And like I said, I'll try to make a link directly so you can have them down in the description. So growing that, and so the other thing I wanted to say about growing that awareness of, you know, it might, growing that awareness, the difference between like, I don't want to do this for a while, ever, maybe, I want to change this for this 40 days. I want to let this go versus let that be a building block into a goal that's going to bring you to a place where you're focused on this real positive piece of what you're bringing into your life. Because this thing has been removed, it leaves space for something else. Um, and again, that's my focus. That's what I'm growing. That's what I'm sitting with and thinking about here on Ash Wednesday, looking forward into Lent. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about with this video is just in general that concept of fasting, which I think is a wonderful thing to do, because it invites this thought of what, like, I have this donut in front of me, right? So I said I'm going to give up sugar, I'm going to do this, I'm going to eat healthier, I'm going to whatever. So I have this donut in front of me, and I could notice the experience that I'm having with why I want to consume this, what I think it's going to bring me, and then I can take that, turn it into this incredible wisdom, and then just go get that stuff. Go get that happiness. Go get that time to relax. Go get that, the time to sit down and have 10 minutes with my kids while we eat donuts. We can also, eat some healthier sort of energy bar or homemade something that has less sugar, more fiber, some nutrients in it. When we are fasting, if we're fasting with, just drinking water or, doing like the intermittent fasting, we can become aware. We can become aware of patterns and why those patterns are there. So it's such a valuable tool of really having this experience of without these outside forces, what is it that I really want? Is it really that thing, that outside thing? Do I really want my bowl of ice cream, or do I really want my cigarette, or do I really want to blow this $20 on, nothing at the gas station countertop? It's like you're spending money. Um, those are all these outside things that we try to fill our inside with. We try to make them be something that they're not. Consuming those empty calories of experiences is the same as consuming those empty calories of food. The empty calories and the experiences of scrolling on the phone, right? How many times are we scrolling through our phone to escape life? What else can we be doing that might be stimulating our brain to escape life? I have incorporated reading fictional novels, which is a much better experience than consuming those empty calories of the experience of scrolling on my phone. Looking for something to do in my email. I open my email a zillion times on my phone, and I hardly ever, I will check it one or two times, in the hour while I'm sitting here at my computer. And I recognize that endless scrolling, or that scrolling to escape life, or whatever it is, that's exactly what it was, and it was not nourishing me in any way. Do I think my novel about fiction, some story about, whatever, my Nicholas Sparks experience? I have a new author I'm reading now because a friend gifted me a book. Um, uh, it's my mind is working in a more productive way than staring at the screen and letting that tell me something. So this book is creating a story in my head, um, and a lot of them are, fantastical stories about people's lives and happy endings that are, full of love. And why not bring that into my life? I feel like there's not not a lot of things on the phone that are good news, that are happy endings, that are full of love. So, uh, that was a notice and a shifting and a listening that I applied into getting out of that empty calorie consumption. And do I feel like I'm fasting from my phone? No. I feel like I'm enriching my brain with a new experience to fill my time. So I talked forever. Again, this is a longer video than I've put up in a really long time. So sorry about that. Thank you for being here. I feel like those are just gonna blend together and just be what they are for this week's video. Upcoming on the day after tomorrow, we have clinic, and then we're almost done with this whole month. So then we start this whole new cycle of beginning of the month, we're gonna have Let's Talk Tuesday in March. We're gonna have the newsletter coming out on the 1st. We're gonna have the blog post up on the 1st. We got a whole new cycle coming, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're along for all of those pieces. So thank you so much again for being here, and I will talk to you again real soon.